to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Sun Devils will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Quarterback keeper. Plows through the defense. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. It's a running room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They go to the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Arizona State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So I think they definitely need to find a way to make.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll try the left side. Oh, he's got a chance. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to return it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Completion to the right. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
A lot of things have gone right for this offense, but I think this quarterback right now is playing with a little too much confidence. He held the football way too long that time in the pocket, and he ended up taking a hit, which forced the incompletion. He's got to keep playing fast. The ball has got to get out quicker.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it. 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Might as well give it to him again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the air, it's Hawkins. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They weren't able to move them an inch on second down. Now it's third and goal. Marches ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal.
I think most coaches on fourth and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big fourth down conversion.
He'll return it.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Butler. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Butler. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Open space at the 25. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Sun Devils will have it first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the 1st down.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. At the 40, there he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quarterback may change this route. Just keeps slinging it. Takes the easy completion. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking for room, it's Parrish. Turning it on! Got enough for the 1st down. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Stanford!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Sets a kickoff.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the pass. Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think...
And down he goes back at the 3.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snagged in the middle, it's Butler. There he goes. Past the 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
What an enormous play, the 99-yard touchdown pass. But, Palmer, when you're in that end zone and you're backed up and you could take a safety, what's going through your head?
Oh, man, your clock's going up. You know you got to get the football out quick, but I'll tell you, you're also licking your chops because you know in this area of the field, you probably have one-on-one opportunities to the outside. So if you get time and you're able to make an accurate throw, you can hit Pater, and they just did right there, going 99 yards to the crib.
Motion from the wideout. They'll leave it with him. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the... out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Reads it, fires complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. On the set. Easy. They'll give it to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find out.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over Army.
Running to Green.
Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? to the air. It's Hawkins. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Tries to get it on the ground. Makes him talk to the hand. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Trying the left side. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting.
Oh, he's got some space. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got rid of it just in time. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Quarterback keeps it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. The offense changing the play.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one splits the uprights. The lead now up to 7 and 24-17. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your 2nd guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throwing right. A strike downfield. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Slithers into space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The play-action fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play calling.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. To the air on first down. Got the back over the middle. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Butler. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. With the catch, it's Butler. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll go to the air on third and short. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
The snap sets up the throw. And down goes the quarterback. They tried to take the lead here in the 4th, but were denied. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.